Hi, Kate. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to have the opportunity just to get a good chat with you and find out all about your journey so far with the New You plan. So how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So, you're from Jersey, aren't
Yes,
you? And how do you find the shipping to Jersey? Does it work?
fantastic.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it
That's
comes the
good.
next day.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
So, how much weight have you lost so far on the New You
It's
plan?
£65, which is
Wow.
4 stone 9 pounds, I think.
That is amazing. And how do you feel, like losing that weight?
I don't know, it's a bit surreal, really.
Yeah, because it's hard sometimes for you to realize, like, oh my goodness, like,
Yeah,
the change, but you're looking so well, and
thank
you look absolutely amazing. And so, what type of things are you doing differently now to, what you were doing 65 pounds ago?
you. Well, I'm walking a lot more. Um, I can actually run without giving myself black eyes. Um, Yeah, I think before I used to struggle getting out of bed. I used to have really sore ankles. I used to get sciatica a lot. Um, so considering I don't get those anymore, which is pretty amazing because it was quite, quite difficult. I'd have to get, my partner to literally pull me out of bed.
Goodness.
So yeah, I can get out of bed without any aid now.
Yeah, because like if how you start your day off really does sort of like set the tone for your day. So
Yeah,
if you're starting every day in pain and like finding it hard to get out of bed, kind of sets the tone for the day. Whereas if you can jump out of bed and feel excited for your day,
definitely.
you really have a more positive outlook and everything seems to go better, I think.
Definitely. And I've noticed that if I've had a bad night with Billy, um, I've still got so much energy the next day. Being,
Yeah, and Billy's your 18-month-old
that's right.
son, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
So yes, so yeah, if you don't get much sleep, then you feel better, like
definitely.
than you would have been before.
Yeah, before
Easier
I
to
would have
cope.
been a complete and utter mess. I'd have been crying all day. I'd have been complete and utter state. So now I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Come on, kids, school, breakfast, lunch, dressed.
Mrs. Motivation now,
Definitely.
full of energy, brilliant.
Yeah.
So, what dress size were you, like whenever you started out, and then like what were you now? How's that 65 pounds transformed your wardrobe?
Well, I started off in a size 20, sometimes 18, depending on, what make.
Yeah,
Um, and that was top and bottom. And now I'm in a size 12 top, and I'm just coming out of size 14s in the bottoms. So I'm
brilliant.
probably about a 13. So I'm just somewhere between the 12s and the 14s.
Because I remember there a few days ago you posted photographs on Facebook. You've been really good because you've been taking your front, your side, and your
That's
back.
right.
Like through. Yeah, and that was just it's such a good idea that you did that because it's so amazing to see
Mm,
the change, even the back. Like looking at your back,
yeah.
it's just amazing. Just how you just like you can see your whole shape and you're looking really, really well. You
Yeah.
must
I
you
think
must feel so
I
good.
do, I do, but I think I've got to get used to taking the compliments. And sometimes like my best friend, she whenever she sees me, she's always like, "Oh, Kate, you look amazing." And I don't like to hear it, and it's not because I'm not proud of myself, because I am. It's just I think because I've been so used to being, big and not having those compliments and not feeling that good, that it's just something that I have to learn to deal with now.
Definitely. You should really work on it because you do look amazing, and you should, deserve to feel good and to accept all those compliments because, you've worked hard for them
Yeah.
and you do look really, really well. So hopefully you'll probably notice now, like, over the next few weeks that you will start to, like, just accept that you are the new you now.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to start the New You plan? Was there like a moment, something that happened, or
Yeah, I was.
how did you come to that place?
Well, my cousin did the diet and she did exceptionally well. I was adamant she'd had a bypass or a band done, and she told me about, no, it's the new you plan. So I was like, okay. So I looked into it. She didn't tell me anything more than just your name. So I
Mhm.
looked into it. But the main reason why I thought, right, I'm going to do this is because after Billy, I had a condition which they didn't know what was. I basically just itched all over.
Right.
I was scratching my skin to the point where it was opening and I would bleed and it would get nasty.
Well, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly nice. And unfortunately, the specialist over here that I went to see just said, "Oh, let's just stick you on steroids for life." And in the month that after Billy was born, I'd gained 2 stone, and I thought,
Oh my
I can't
goodness.
go on anymore. I'm not going to get better. Even being on the steroids, it wasn't actually doing anything. I was still itching.
Mhm.
I was just using so many ointments and nothing was working. I was depressed. It was just not very nice. And again, as usual, what do we always do when we're depressed? We turn to food. So,
Oh
and
yeah.
obviously being on steroids, your hunger is so much more intense that I was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And my auntie, unfortunately, she died from obesity. So there was that playing in the back of my mind. So I thought,
And you've just given birth to your little boy. You want to be there for his life and
yeah,
enjoy it all. Yeah.
exactly. So no, it was that or stay on steroids and get horrendously big. But no, I did.
So did you stop the steroids
I
then?
cut all medication. I stopped everything. I went cold turkey and I just put up with it and literally went straight onto the new year.
And how's your condition now then? Is it any better?
Gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
don't have any itching at all.
That's brilliant.
So I think
So
it could have been a food allergy.
yes, or yeah, because you just obviously went through a hard time and all as well with your, like your pregnancy and things, and then being overweight, I just think triggers so many things.
Yeah.
Like with you, if you're not healthy, I just think things rear their head more than whenever you get to like a healthier weight.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Are healthier in general.
Definitely.
So say there's somebody else out there who's like we all know that feeling where you just feel so overwhelmed with your weight and it just feels like maybe an impossible journey. So like what tips would you give to somebody who's maybe listening to this and feeling that way about like their own
To just
body?
not give it a second chance, just get on it straight away. Do exactly what I did. Don't hold back, don't look back. That was my time to make a change for my health and for my family, to make sure that I was here for my kids and for my partner. Just do it.
Yeah.
And
It is just basically get started and
Yeah.
then take it a day at a time. And once you get going, like the momentum builds and like once you see the result, it does
Definitely.
really spur you on. It
It
actually
does.
becomes enjoyable very fast.
It does. I mean, I do enjoy doing the diet.
Yeah.
There's some days where I think, oh God, I really could just eat something. But then I just think, what's that going to do? It's not going to get me anywhere. I'm just literally going to just, ruin what I've done that week.
Yeah.
Start from scratch, and start from day one again. But I only do shakes, and I do enjoy just doing those, and I have the chocolate and the strawberry and the banana, and I love them.
So that's your really routine. It's just shakes.
Yeah.
And you just like that, yeah. So you don't really ever have the bars or meals or anything?
I don't have any meals. I do have either the crisps or the bars or the wafers. And again, it's only when I need to have that munching sensation
Yeah.
that I then turn to those.
It's good that you have those like different options because sometimes emotionally, maybe or whatever for whatever reason, sometimes you just do need that little thing, and it is nice to know that you can have them without breaking.
Yeah.
Like the plan as well.
Definitely.
So, like, tell me your average day now that when you're on the new plan, like from you wake up, like what kind of routine do you have with your water and your product?
I basically start off the morning with a cup of tea, and that's in quite a large mug that actually holds 450 mils. So there, straight away, I've tackled my water intake.
Very good, yeah.
I'll have that first thing, and then later on I'll have a strawberry shake. I mean, that was today. It could be either a chocolate one or... I always leave the banana ones till my evening because they're my favourite at the moment.
Oh, really? You go through wee phases, do you, with having a favourite one? Yeah, I do that too.
It did start off as just chocolate. I was just on chocolate ones all the time. And then I thought, oh, no, I've got to spice it up a little bit. So I then tried the strawberry, and I got heavily into those. And then I thought, oh, I'll try the vanilla one, so I enjoyed those. So that was then my next new favourite. And then my mum ordered some banana ones, and I tried one of those, and I was like, oh, I like the bananas, so they're my number one.
So now they're your favourite one.
Yeah. And then after my shake, I carry around a litre bottle, which I fill up with water, and I put some orange fresher in it.
That's our orange water flavouring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that'll last me till lunchtime, and then I'll have another shake. But I have 500 mils in my shakes. So
Yeah, well that's fine. You can put in really as much water as you
yeah,
like. Everybody sort of has their own wee number that they like, when it comes to making the shakes, but that's what we just said, people experiment,
yeah.
then find out what works.
Well, I find if I do them in a large quantity, then again it's another part of my water intake, because I do class my shakes as part of my water because
Yeah.
I don't
And it
eat.
does really, it does fill you up more as well,
It does.
if you have
Yeah,
a bigger one.
it really does. And because I'm not having meals, I thought there's no way that I'm going to be able to take in so many shakes at that quantity, and then
Yeah.
plus another 4 litres of, water with orange or whatever. So I've had to add them. I know a lot of people just do their shakes separately to their water intake, but I've had to, combine it. Otherwise I think I'd just be drowning.
Well, you're definitely getting your water intake, and you're losing weight and you're feeling good.
Yeah.
So it seems like you've got a good formula that works for you.
Yeah, I mean, with every I have a tea in the morning, tea at lunch, and a tea in the evening, and that's my 3 cups of tea. And I have my milk measured out, ready for those cups, so I know that I'm not going over the 250.
And you just stick to the skimmed milk.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
literally have 2 sweeteners because I need to have that. That does help.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
And we always say like the tablet sweeteners.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, stick to those and you're fine. It's great.
Yeah. So that's pretty much my day. It does repeat itself, but it works.
But it's good. I think routine is kind of good because then you don't have to think too much,
Yeah.
and you get into your rhythm and you start to look forward, till your next, like cup of tea or your next
Yeah,
product.
I do. And if I know I've got someone coming around for a play day or anything, I'll save that cup of tea till they're with me.
Yeah.
It's silly little things. It does become quite anal actually, because I have 2 diaries that I've kept from beginning back in April till today, and I literally write everything down, and it can be, whether it's a tea or an orange or a shake or a bar or whatever, and then I'll actually then input that all into my iPhone because I use an app on there as well, so I'm literally just doing it twice a day, but it keeps you going.
But that's fantastic because they always say what gets measured always improves.
Yeah.
And, that's a fantastic habit for you to form because, when it comes to the future or whenever you're doing your refeed and maintenance, if you keep that up and always record everything,
Yeah.
You're really going to have, such a successful maintenance story. It's, you really are setting strong foundation for your new you. It's great.
Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, I know from listening to you and just how determined that you are and all the healthy habits that you're forming, that
There's no way.
you're definitely going to do well.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going back. Definitely not.
Good.
Right, forward.
So you're an active member in our Secret Slimmers community then.
Yeah.
So how would you describe, like that, how the group's helped you with your
Oh,
journey?
they've kept me sane. No, they're lovely. They're a really good bunch of ladies and men. I've met some really nice people on there, and I've made some lovely friendships, which I'll hopefully keep going after, even when I've finished New Year.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are fantastic, and I do get some grief from the other half because he's always like, oh, you're always on there, and I'm like, yeah, but to be honest, if I wasn't on here and I wasn't reading other people's, dilemmas or success, I'd be constantly thinking, oh God, I could easily just go and nip to the cupboard, and it is a really good distraction.
It does. And I think whenever you're, like on this journey, whenever you're sharing it with other people, that are on the same journey as you, it does just make it easier. It makes it more enjoyable.
Definitely.
And because people really understand and relate to all the emotions and just experiences that you're going through as well. So you do have that real sense of camaraderie with everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's nice to, if I see someone's having a really bad day, it breaks my heart seeing that they're putting out all their emotions to these strangers who, they've never met. and you just can't help but feel for them because you were once in that stage, you know, especially in the first week, because it's a living hell.
Because I think as well in the first week, it's just like it's like an emotional detox and a health detox because you're breaking, all those like, addictions to carbs and junk food and then all the emotional eating as well that you would normally do, like you're breaking those habits. So the first week is just like a complete detox and you do need to be strong. But if you get through it, like it really is like the start of a new you because everybody says they just start to feel so much better and it becomes so much easier.
Yeah, you do. It's true. Because once you hit that day 4, you just, I don't know, you're just plain sailing. You just almost like on a cloud.
But the great thing as well I always say is, whenever you do see somebody maybe posting because they're having a hard day, like how much support people just offer in the group. Like people really do go out of their way to help and encourage everybody. It really is heartwarming, like to read the posts in there.
Yeah, they are. They're lovely.
Definitely. So, what stage are you at now in your journey, Kate? I know that you've still got a wee bit you want to go, is that right?
Yeah, I've got 26 pounds left to go to I hit 10 stone.
Brilliant.
And then I do want to get down to 9.5, but I plan to do the last £7 based on, on a maintaining and a refeed.
Yeah. And you're really good at your exercise and everything as well, so
I was meant to be at a MetaFit class this evening, but my sister's not very well, and obviously I'd had a bad night with Billy last night, so we both said, we'll call it off tonight, but we'll be straight back there next Monday. We might even do one during the week, because they do it 3 times a week, so.
Brilliant.
And I also walk to school and back with my daughter. So, and I have to push Billy in his buggy. He's 2 stone something, so it's a good workout.
So, yeah, all those wee things, they all count, like it's good that you're so active every day. So have you got a reward or a treat lined up, do you think, for yourself when you get to your 10 stone or 9.5 stone goal? Or?
Yes, my partner's getting me some sexy underwear, he's told me.
Ooh.
And he's taking me out for a meal. And I think there has been talk of an overnight stay at a hotel, so hopefully that'll be...
Oh, I think you have to hold him to that,
definitely. I think I might. And also my dad, bless his heart, he said for years that if ever I got to my goal, that he'd give me £1,000 to go and buy myself a new wardrobe. So that's my incentive as well.
Fantastic. So how have you been managing your wardrobe, throughout your weight loss journey? Because I know you're dropping all these sizes.
Yeah, well, I've got a fantastic mum who decided to start dieting when I started the New You plan. And she was doing it via Weight Watchers. So as and when she watched dresses, I then got all her clothes. And then mine went on to my sister, who then started doing the New You as well.
Right, so you've just been swapping with family members then. That's great, because it saves you a lot of money then to go and buy all new clothes, and then you can save now yourself to whenever you get to your target and get a new wardrobe.
Exactly, and we've got a fantastic charity shop, which is in a huge warehouse over here, and all the money that it raised goes to hospice.
Right.
So I go there Monday, Wednesday and Friday.
But you must get some good things then.
Oh, last week I must have spent about maybe £40, and I've literally fitted out my whole wardrobe and drawers with size 12s.
Brilliant.
And I'm talking, whether they've been second hand, and some of them have still got labels on them and they've never been worn. And they're all decent labels and things like that. So
that's great.
I know, love it. I'm addicted.
Yeah, because it's so nice. I think whenever your body's changing and when you want to try on clothes and you want to look good, and it is a nice feeling to have that.
Before I would hate going shopping for myself. I wouldn't buy myself any clothes. I would just make do with what I had. And now you can't get me out of there. I love it.
It was like 3 days a week you go looking for clothes now.
And I'm not ashamed of it being a charity shop.
No, you're just right. Definitely not. Especially you've got all those good labels that you're looking at too.
They have everything from Gucci to Prada to River Island to New Look next.
If I ever go to Jersey, you'll have to show me where it is.
Yeah, honestly, it is fantastic. It's really good.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So, just to sum up our conversation today, then, sort of give me like 5 words that you think, would like describe your New You journey.
Oh gosh.
Putting you on the spot here, Kate.
Well, confident,
Mm-hmm.
no pain, happy, healthy, and sexy, I suppose.
Brilliant. So that's fantastic, and I'm so glad you did this interview with me, and I'm so glad that you're in our Secret Glimmers group, and I can't wait to just follow the rest of your journey now till you get to your target, and maybe we'll be able to have another catch up and do another interview then when you get to your target.
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be fun.
I would love that too, definitely. So, well, thank you so much again. It's been lovely speaking with you.
Yeah, you too, Julie.
Night, night, bye.
Bye.